morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Kory. The week started in glorious fashion on Easter Sunday. We had all 5 kids here, all of the youngest grandkids. So we were able to go out and have an Easter egg hunt outdoors. The weather allowed it, which was great. Shared a meal, plenty of laughs and smiles, which might be a little bit ironic because my favorite picture from the day is one that Aubrey and Emery's parents took of them. Clearly Emery did not want to take the photo. I think it was during our Easter egg hunt, and he was a little more interested in going to find Easter eggs than he was having the picture taken. But that's one that's going to live on for a very long time. And I'm sure as he gets older, he'll catch some good-natured ribbon about it. But it was a great day. We had so much fun. The main thing that I want to talk to you guys about this week is somewhat about work, I guess, but it's all about relationships too. It was the gathering we had for Agents of Distinction, as they call it, put on by one of our local title companies and one of our local banks. And it recognizes the top, I can't remember whether they said the top 8% or 10% of our industry with real estate sales volume in the Sioux Falls area for 2025. So basically the total dollar value of the houses that you sold. And I was blessed and honored to be a part of that group again, like I was last year. But I really want to give some shout outs to some of the people that I was fortunate enough to rub elbows with this week. The first and foremost is realtor number 1 with us, Carmen Ward. Well, she wasn't exactly the first realtor, but we'll get to that in a minute. She is the realtor that's been with our company the longest. And so many of our clients are familiar with her now just because she does so many different things. I mean, she's been involved in staging over the years, occupied staging, helping clients get their homes ready for sale. And now she's such an integral part of the experienced builders from a design aspect. She's invaluable to the experience, and we're honored to have her, and her clients are always thrilled to get the opportunity to work with her. So, it's an honor to have you with our company, Carmen. I appreciate you sharing our table at the event this week, and keep rolling. It was good to spend a little bit of time outside of the office with you and Aaron. I kind of alluded to this, but the first, I'm sure Tim was the first agent that I ever brought on board with me at the Experience. Well, it was well before it was even called the Experience, but nonetheless, Tim also and his wife Denise also sat at our table, and he had a wonderful year last year. And in fact, sold more real estate than yours truly. So well done, my man. I'm proud to call you a friend, and getting the opportunity to give you a little bit of direction when you started your career will always be one of the highlights of my real estate career. So proud of you, man. Keep it rolling. A couple of the other people that I want to make sure that I shout out. The guy that got the award for selling the most residential real estate last year is a guy by the name of Rob. And he was in real estate several years ago, probably a couple decades ago when I was first getting started as well, and was always such a fun guy to deal with, operates with the highest level of integrity, and just a super nice guy. Stepped away from real estate for quite a while and pursued some other things that were close to his heart. And now that he's back into real estate, he's obviously crushing it. The guy, primarily from what I can tell, and the dealings that I've been able to have with him, primarily deals in land sales. But wow, he's uber successful, and could not happen to a nicer guy. So congratulations, Rob. Probably the pillar of our industry, the most well-known guy in Sioux Falls from a real estate standpoint, Ron Weber, was also one of the top agents. And it's always fun and a pleasure to get to rub elbows with Ron, because there's never a dull moment. And I believe it was last year at this event was when I asked Ron to take a picture with me. I sent it to my nephew Cheeks, because Cheeks always tells me that I need to up my game, because Ron's TV commercials seem to be airing more than mine do back up in Mobridge, where Cheeks lives, or Selby area. So anyway, it was fun to be able to shoot the breeze with Ron. We went on after the event to a little after party of sorts, and there were several realtors there. Got to visit quite a bit with another buddy of mine, Travis, that I've known a long time, and he always has great input and stories, and you know, just being able to be around all of those good people in our industry was a joy for me, and educational. Frankly, it's you know, it's just a good way to pick up new and better ways to do business, and provide great service to your clients. So thanks to everybody that took the time to be able to visit with me. The last person that I want to shout out just really quick is our mayor here in Sioux Falls, Paul Tanakin. He presented the awards for the second year in a row, and made mention during the event that he's in his last 100 days of office after serving as our mayor for 8 years. And so, like I said, I got to give him a shout out as well. I've appreciated his leadership. Sioux Falls has grown tremendously in the last 8 years, and to my opinion, and I think shared widely by many, especially in our profession in real estate, it's grown the right way, and he's just done a magnificent job. And regardless of what you feel about politics or anything else, you know, those leaders in our cities and states and counties and nation that are willing to get involved and take a stand and try to lead, I'll always applaud them, regardless of whether I agree with them or whether I don't. It's can be a thankless endeavor, and so for the people that are willing to do it, kudos to you. And so we appreciate you, Mayor Paul. Hopefully I'll see you around town now as a regular civilian, and we'll get to chat again here sometime soon. But the quote that I want to leave you with, and I don't want it to be a downer after all of the great and fun people that we've just talked about and the times that I get to have this week, but it was a quote that I saw, and it's probably worth mentioning, is one from Denzel Washington. And it said, at your highest moment, be careful, because that's when the devil will come for you. And when I first saw that, you know, I'm like, you know, there's a lot of truth in that. You know, and I can only speak for myself. You know, there's been times where you feel like everything is going right. You've reached some levels of success, and you can kind of forget how quickly that can turn. Sometimes you have a tendency to say or do things or pursue other endeavors that you know, that get you off the path. And so for myself at least, I know that I always need to make sure that I appreciate and know where the blessings are coming from, because when you're at your highest moment, that's probably when you're the most vulnerable to be to want to go down different paths, and it's just you know, again, just something to keep in mind. So, you know, again, I hesitated to bring that quote up. I saw that a few weeks ago, and I've been wanting to mention it. And then this week, with all of the great things that I was sharing with the pillars of our industry, honestly, it did make me think of it, because I'm going, you know what? When we're all achieving these high levels of success, we got to keep the ultimate goal in mind, which is living right. And you know, again, I know I'll be focusing on that. So hopefully you can take something out of that quote, get a kick out of some of the stories of the great people in my industry here locally, and I know they'll carry me forward to next week, and I hope I'll see all of you guys then at Coffee with Kory.